to respond to one question that one of the callers spoke to in terms of the fans, the use of fans and AC in the early childhood sector. I think that was a matter of concern that was shared during the training for the sensitization for these workers, that fans and AC should be avoided or it should be regulated. During my visit to some of the centers on Monday, that was a complaint that it's just so hot and so on, they have to have these fans running. I was also reminded by somebody else from early childhood that we need to stress that children need to be picked up within 1 hour. Once they're being called, once they get sick, they're not feeling well, and they have to be picked up, that we hope that parents would be able to get time off from their work within an hour to come and pick up these children. This was an area of concern for us in one of our meetings as well. And of course, before they return, when they're returning to school, they have to come with a note of clearance from the doctor or the health center or the health professionals. So I wanted to respond to those. And I also wanted to stress that those devices, the tablets that were distributed to students that one of our callers spoke to earlier, we are expecting that these devices are going to be cared for because they cost a lot of money. I actually got the figure here, it's $429,000, and we're not done yet. So a lot of money is put into education. In fact, education being one of the largest ministries, if not the largest ministry, with perhaps the second largest budgetary allocations. And so we have to make sure that our investment provide good returns. I want to say how pleased I am to be sharing this platform with our distinguished Prime Minister this evening. It's an opportunity for us to put the plans for education, reopening of the schools out in the community to generate more conversation and discussions, because nothing is written in stone yet, and so we are still crafting the regulations, the conditions, and so on. So feel free to contribute by way of calling my office or a principal and sharing your concerns. I want to give a shout out to some folks who are listening in Maryland. That's where I live. The president of the St. Kitts Nevis National Association of Washington, D.C., Mrs. Jean Thompson-Henry, she said that she's looking at the program. So we salute all of our nationals in the Washington area. I was there on maybe a couple of occasions when Prime Minister visited. I had no idea that I would be coming back here, Prime Minister, to do this. So we hope that you're staying safe in Maryland and the other parts of the United States. I want to thank the ZIZ staff. Looking at this program from home, you don't see all of this going on backstage. It's really exciting. So I want to commend them for a job well done. And finally, I want to encourage parents to get involved. Your principals are going to be in touch with you, because we have to have you engage in conversations and discussions at the school level. We are hoping to have our principals meeting next Wednesday. It's kind of early for them to come back, but it's urgent, it's necessary, so that we can get all these things done. So we appeal to our principals to give up the day to come to a meeting next Wednesday when we can trash out all of these matters, and we encourage parents to keep tuned, stay focused on what your schools are going to be doing so that your children would be safe when they return to schools. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable